Are you always coming up with ideas? Do you marvel at successful business owners? Do you hate being told what to do? Ever take things apart just to see how they work? Are you a dreamer? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Entrepreneurial Enclave with Kevin Wortham, the podcast that focuses on building, maintaining, pivoting, planning, and investing in you, the entrepreneur. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Pro Tapes and Specialties is the world leader in tape manufacturing and specialty conversion with over 40 years of experience. In addition to our pro brand of high-quality specialty adhesive tapes, we provide contract converting services that help improve your profitability, streamline your supply chain, and reduce inventory cost. We offer the most complete range of converting capabilities in the industry, such as cloth tape, double-coated tape, specialty tape, paper tape, masking tape,
vinyl tape, carton sealing tape, adhesive transfer tape, duct tape, foam tape, electrical tape, filament tape, foil tape, reflective tape.
And the tape just keeps on rolling. Visit us online today at www.protapes.com or call us at 800-345-0234. Pro Tapes, it's just how we roll.
Welcome to another fantastic episode of the Entrepreneurial Enclave. I am your host, Kevin Wortham. Man, I am trying to tell you today. I'm so excited. Got my dear brother Eric on the phone. Eric, talk to me. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Man, I am doing well. So we've had some gatherings, and I am so excited to share this platform with you. And let's talk about your very first business venture that you're operating now. What's the name of your business venture?
It's EBFIT Inc.
Now, which
stands for?
I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry, please.
And it stands for Everybody Finds Inner Tenacity.
Everybody finds inner tenacity.
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
Wow. Okay, so why did you name the company as such?
Well, throughout my years of doing training, I'm close to 2 decades now. I'm going on my 18th year in the next couple weeks. And throughout these years, when I originally became a trainer, it was all about just taking a person through a workout. But over the years, as I spent more time with different cultures, people from different backgrounds, I started to realize how fitness has allowed them to have better relationships with their family. It has prepared them for jobs. It has allowed business professionals to increase their revenues. It has allowed seniors to be able to move more fluently and injury-free. So I started to discover that there was a holistic aspect to fitness.
Okay, I love that.
There's like a journey of overcoming and things like that, a story. So as a result, we've realized that through fitness, individuals can find their inner tenacity.
Yes, I love it. So now, how long have you been running this business?
I've been running this business. I'm on my 5th year.
Okay.
Starting in 2023.
Got you. And so who are some of your people that you work with? Because you just mentioned, all the important reasons for movement. Who are some of the people that have been part of your clients, like senior citizens?
Senior citizens. One of the stories that I'm very proud of is I was the trainer of a gentleman by the name of B.ody, who was the owner of the drink B.ody.
Yes.
And part of my training has helped that company to be sold for $1.7 billion. That's one of my stories that I'm very proud of.
Okay.
There's a gentleman that I train now by the name of Aaron Clements, who he has Adam's disease, which is a neurological disease where he was actually paralyzed and he could not walk.
Yes.
So we went from training him inside his grandmom's house, teaching him how to crawl, to the point where we was teaching him how to walk, to the point where we was teaching him how to lift things. And now he's actually working out at the gym, lifting weights to keep his bones strong. And he has a job at ShopRite. So now he's fully self-sufficient.
Wow.
Just from taking them through fitness program and taking them through this whole process.
Wow. So let's go back to his story, right? How long did that process take you?
2 years.
2 years. And
Yes.
how often were you meeting with him?
3 times a week.
Okay. For how many hours?
1 hour, about an hour.
Wow. And that's tremendous progress, man. Okay.
Absolutely.
So why did you want to start this business?
Well, I wanted to start it because as a young child, 6 years old, my pops used to wake me up early in the morning.
Yes.
He was a boxer at the time. He would
Yes.
wake me up 5 o'clock in the morning and get up. Let's go running. And, you know, I was very obedient. I'm very coachable. So that's what I did. Just got up and I ran.
Okay.
But I had no idea that throughout that process of him waking me up, that it strengthened my mind.
Yes.
It made me more disciplined. I was more structured. And it prepared me for where I am today as a person who has a business.
Yes.
And who is inspiring people first thing in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, to have a mission and to work and to have a strong day, a day with purpose.
Yes.
So just being a young child, being in that fitness environment early and being exposed to that type of experience, it helped shape me with who I am today. Because as an entrepreneur, we all can agree that it takes a lot of tenacity to be an entrepreneur and have success. There's a lot of ups and downs through an entrepreneur's process. And fortunately for me, I've been able to use fitness as a way to allow me to stay strong through my ups and downs and to stay strong through my process and have success and to inspire others.
Got you. Now, originally you had mentioned Ben Wise. Let's go back to that story. So now,
Yes.
when you first met Ben, what was the program that you laid? What was the physical program that you laid out for him and then his staff?
Well, what I laid out for him in the beginning, we trained at a facility that I was at the time. We're talking about 7 years ago.
Yes.
And strength training, we did strength training, we did flexibility. But above all, our training sessions were like mastermind sessions. Like we would come up with these ideas, or our minds are just sparking.
Yes.
I actually give him credit to coming up with the name Everybody Finds Inner Tenacity.
Got you.
That was his belief is tenacity. So I give him all the credit on helping me develop the name EBFIT.
Yes. So
So that's primarily what it was all about.
So based on where he is now, and it's probably like a stupid question, did he like the progress and the process that you were, I guess the direction you were taking him as far as bodybuilding and weight training?
Yes.
Okay.
He loved it so much. He said, "Eric, you have to train my employees." It was a necessity.
Awesome.
And so I eventually became the fitness coordinator, and
Yes.
the employees will come to our gym.
Yes.
We'll take them through workouts. They'll build this culture. And before you know it, the productivity in the company just started to grow.
Wow.
Everybody loved the program.
Wow. Now you keep saying gym, your facility. Where is your facility now?
Our facility now is located at 2103 Whitehorse Mercerville Road.
Yes.
In Hamilton.
Yes.
F.inds is the name of the facility.
Okay.
And I operate my business within F.inds.
Got you. So now, what have been some of the challenges since you've started the business, you've opened the doors? What have been some of the challenges that you have to overcome?
Some of the challenges is buying individuals into the idea that fitness can impact their life aside from just the physical aspect.
Got you.
You know, our organization, there's 5 components that we tap into.
Yes.
Within fitness, and it's a spiritual component. There's a financial component. There's a mental component. There's a social and cultural component. And then there's the 5th, is actually at the tip of my tongue.
Got you. So let me go back to the physical part of it.
Yes.
Why is it, or why do you think there was such a challenge for people to buy into the physical aspect of training?
Because it's such an uncomfortable experience.
Okay.
And it takes dedication. It takes resilience. It takes perseverance. And these are things that, speaking for myself personally, it took time to develop these qualities within myself. It takes a strong reason to do it. And that's one thing that I realized, that as I've met individuals over the years who have quit, they didn't develop a strong why on how to stick with it and how it would generally impact their lives.
Gotcha.
So meeting people such as Ben who saw value in it and who had reasons beyond just the physical aspect, and even people like Aaron who look beyond the physical aspect, these are the ones who've been able to persevere through these times.
Yes, I love it, man. I love it. So you're rolling along with the business. What are some of the regrets that you have or have not? What are some of the regrets, if any?
I don't have any regrets.
Okay.
What I will say is, who you choose to partner up with,
okay,
plays a key role. So over the years, I had some partnerships that came and went, and throughout that, it has allowed me to clarify my vision on who I would like to work with.
Yes.
And the type of impact that I would like to create.
Yes. I love it. So now let's fast forward. We are 3 years down the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is your business? What does your business look like?
Oh, my business looks like us having a facility inside of Trenton.
Okay.
Whether it be through having our own building. I had a meeting with this gentleman on Sunday with the possibility of building a location.
Yes.
Or partnering up.
Okay. Now,
with other organizations.
Now, I know something about you. Why is it so important for you to have your building your business in Trenton?
Oh, and there's so many reasons. For one, I'm from Trenton.
Yes. And
Trenton, one of the stats that blew my mind is the average income in Trenton is about $30,000 a year.
Yes.
And what blew my mind is the average income in Mercer County as a whole is, we're talking $100,000 a year. So there's this $70,000 gap.
Yes.
In income. So there's this economic component that I see within fitness to provide opportunities for the next generation, to have others to partner up with, to create a financial literacy component to help build careers and things like that. I just would like to see the city become more prominent.
Okay. Now,
and that's one of the main reasons.
Along your journey, who have been some of the people that you've been able to tap into that have served as your mentor?
Well, for one, you.
Okay, brother. I'm
happy. Yes, I'm happy to have met you and have some great conversations with you.
Yes.
I've mentioned Ben. Ben has been a great mentor. A gentleman by the name of Patrick Hall. He's been a great mentor of mine.
Yes.
My pops has been a mentor of mine. You know, I've had some strong men that came into my life to give me some great insight, mindset, and just some perspectives on life. Those are a few people that I can name right off top.
Yes. Now, what has been, or why is there such an importance of having a mentor?
Oof. They can help.
Okay.
Condense time frames. I can avoid mistakes.
Yes.
I can learn from their mistakes. It gives me new perspectives. And I'm a strong believer of masterminding, of working with other minds to create ideas and to generate success and create realities for others. So I always seek help, always seek advice from those who have had success. So I'm always seeking mentors who have already created success for themselves.
Got you. Now, within your company, what is your primary customer? What does the primary customer look like? What's that age gap for you?
The age gap is anywhere between 35 to 45.
Okay. So you want to.
And these are people.
I'm sorry. So you want to work with people who are between the ages of 35 and 45. Why that age group?
That age group is because they're at a point in their lives where they're open to the idea of fitness and how it can impact those other areas of their lives, culturally, spiritually, and things like that.
Okay. Now, originally when we were speaking, you had also mentioned wanting to do something, a smaller program or a program for younger students. Are you still interested in doing that?
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
Okay. And share more about that particular program as well. What's the age gap for that particular program?
Now, the age gap for that particular program is between the ages of 12 to 18 years old.
Okay.
And what we're looking to do with that program is create scholarships,
Yes.
introduce fitness to the youth early,
Yes.
share my story
Yes.
as someone who started at 6 years old,
Okay.
introduce them to other entrepreneurs in the community, introduce them to other philanthropists in the community, open up their minds to this whole experience of how fitness can perhaps improve their lives, and give them access to Flip Body Fit, which is our training facility. There we have people from all different backgrounds of Indian culture, of
Yes.
Asian culture, of African culture, of Japanese culture, every single culture that you can think of, we have in that facility. My business partner, he's actually Filipino.
Yes.
So we have people from all walks of life. So that environmental exposure is what I want to give our youth. For me personally, outside of Trenton High, my first time being around people of different cultures was at 16 years old. And it just opened my mind on how other people think.
Yes.
And how other people respond to situations and things like that. And it was a good experience for me. I'm like, wow, we can introduce this to our Trenton youth earlier. What an advantage that they will have. And to have a mentor such as myself and others who want to help along the way, it'll give us an edge on our mission of increasing the economic development of Trenton.
I love it. Now, what's one of the things that you would want the listening audience to know about you in terms of what motivates you and what keeps you going?
I would like them to know that everything that I'm doing is for the community.
Yes.
It's for the people.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about the future and how it can impact every single age group. We just talked about the youth.
Yes.
We just mentioned the adults that I would prefer, just based off of these ideas that I mentioned, the 35 to 45.
Yes.
And then above all, we have the senior community. I do 2 programs right now in the city of Trenton at the Sam Naples Community Center every Monday.
Yes.
And at the Stubblefield next to the West Ward every Wednesday.
Yes.
So our seniors are being introduced to my ideology of fitness, and it has helped them tremendously. Some of them mentioned that they have no more back pain. Some of them can dance better. They've been out and they're just more open.
Okay.
I didn't expect these things, but this is what they're saying.
Yes.
I knew it would be an impact. It's just great to hear it.
Yes.
After spending 3 months with them and 6 months with them. So these are the things that I envision along the way.
I love it, man. I love it. What would you like to see happen to clients as they come through your program? What would you like to see them kind of share, or to be modeled into?
I would like them to say, thank you, Eric. Because of you, I'm a better mom. I'm a better dad. I'm a better businessman. I'm a better product for society because of you.
Yes.
I'm stronger. I'm more confident. I feel like I can do anything just from spending an hour with you a few times out of the week.
Wow. Okay. I love it. I love it. Now, I've got to ask this question. You're doing wonderful work on the program side, right?
Right.
How did you begin to put together the business plan, and was the business plan important to you?
That is as a result of me doing constant personal development. I've attended business events over the years. I've networked with other entrepreneurs, and just much like how you're asking me questions, I'm the guy that I love to ask questions to find out what I can get out of a person.
Got you.
I'm very open-minded in that sense. I'm very coachable, and I want to learn.
Got you.
So over the years, I've been able to find ways to build my business plan, having people such as Ben Wise in my network who created a $1.7 billion business, to speak with him and get some insights from him.
Yes.
Our conversations, I have used these as tools to allow me to come up with the best business plan possible.
Wow. I love it, man. I love it. So now, when you think about the business plan, where does your company stack up when we start talking about competitive advantage? What would be the competitive advantage as to your company versus some other company that does weight training or physical therapy?
Great. So let's talk about that right now. We think of some of the other gyms in the area, such as Planet Fitness, or even the YMCA,
yes,
Crunch Fitness, which are places that I support. At the end of the day, I encourage everybody to spend time in some type of exercise environment to improve their lives.
Yes.
What makes me different is that holistic approach.
Yes.
Is I'm all about injury prevention, which is not educated in these facilities.
Okay.
Mobility training, mind, body. In most of these locations, it's all about just going in, doing your exercise, coming out. There's no feedback.
Okay.
There's no question asking process. There's no masterminding communications and things like that.
Okay.
So these are the components that over the years I realized, wow, these gyms are not doing this. This is my opportunity to bring that full holistic approach, that full mind body approach that has never been done before.
Gotcha.
And that's where my competitive advantage is at.
I love it. I love it. Now, before we move on, any shout outs that you want to give to the listening audience?
Can you repeat that, please? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, any shout outs you want to give to the listening audience?
Oh, shout out to the City of Trenton.
Okay.
Shout out to the City of Trenton. I'm born and raised. Trenton makes, world takes. I live by that. I stand by that. So shout out to everybody in the City of Trenton.
Okay.
Let's continue to grow together. Let's stand by that. Let's stand by Trenton makes, the world takes.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Is there anything else that you want the listening audience to know about you, Eric?
I want them to know that they would never meet somebody like myself.
Okay.
I would love to shake the hands of whoever is in the listening audience. I would love to maybe even meet you live.
Yes.
Spend some time with you, have a conversation with you,
yes.
See what can unfold from that conversation, have a laugh, whatever it takes for us to connect.
Okay. Now, before we move on, give us give us the ways as to how people can stay connected with you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They can go to my website, which is EBFIT.org. Everybody finds T.enacity.org. On social media, EBFIT Show, which is SHOW, either through Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
Yes.
You can also email me, ebfit@ebfit.org.
I love
You can text me directly, 609-339-7887. Give me a call, send me a text. Let's have a conversation. Those are the best ways to reach out to me.
I love it. I love it. So now, as you're growing the business, right? Give me one of those superstar stories that make you just want to say, man, I've got to reach out to Eric because I need that kind of work productivity in my life. I need that kind of motivation in my life. Just give me one of those testimonial stories.
Okay. That sounds good. So I want to go back to Aaron.
Yes.
I want to repaint that picture.
Yes.
So I want the audience to imagine a person who could not walk.
Yes.
I'm driving to his grandmom's house 3 days out of the week, taking him through this rehabilitation process.
Yes.
He goes from crawling to walking. His grandmom is there witnessing this. When he first was walking, it was like he was a 8-year-old infant. Everybody's watching him walk. Look at him, look at him.
Yes.
We documented it. We had it on video. His mom is there. His grandmom is there. They're sharing a story with the entire community through social media.
Yes.
Then now he's at the gym, exercising, doing general fitness outside of his home.
Yes.
And then now he's working at ShopRite on Ewing.
Yes.
Olden Avenue.
Yeah. You know, while you were sharing that story, I had my eyes closed and I was actually visualizing that whole process, man. That's a blessing, man. So thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now, when you think about the work that you've done and the work that you need to do, where do you see you having the greatest impact?
I see me having the greatest impact. Right now, my greatest impact as of lately is in the senior community. I'm
Yes.
talking specifically within the city of Trenton.
Yes.
Is because they've welcomed me with open arms. We celebrate each workout together.
Yes.
We clap. We laugh. They're moving. They're just feeling good. My mother, she just had surgery on both shoulders
Yes.
for her rotator cuff and her knees. So to see her not being able to move as mobile as she used to, like, it breaks my heart.
Okay.
They just say anything with my pops, he had a stroke about 2 months ago. And this is the same guy who inspired me to move.
Yes.
So to be in a position now where he's actually looking for my guidance,
Wow.
like it melts my heart. It gives me a higher level of purpose on what I can do for the senior community. Like now they're at that point where they're becoming seniors themselves.
Yes.
So that current impact is really the one that's melting my heart right now. And I'm just honored to be a part of that sector of Trenton.
I love it, man. I love it. So is there any chance, do you see opportunities on horizon for you to expand and be beyond Trenton? Because it seems like the work that you are laying the groundwork for, right, would be so welcoming beyond the borders of Trenton. So do you have that in your plan?
Absolutely. And through our conversations and hearing how you would like to move on with your mission is opening up my eyes on other collaborations, things that we can possibly do together.
Yes.
Meeting with Ben. Ben has an entrepreneur incubator. He travels around the country meeting other entrepreneurs. In my head, wow, what if I can connect with him and take that journey with him?
Yes.
So I'm thinking, I'm a big thinker. So of course I'm impacting the city, and I see how this can travel way beyond if we use the same structure and the same system to take it to other parts of the country. I do want to build off of that.
I love it, man. Listen, as they say, from your lips to God's ears, right? You speak the vision clearly, or you write it down. I think we can achieve that. Wow.
Absolutely.
I'm loving it, Eric. Is there anything that we might have missed in the conversation that you now want to go back and kind of pick up?
We pretty much covered most of the things that I would have loved to discuss.
Yes.
I'm still networking.
Yes.
I'm still looking to see what organizations I can connect with. I'm still looking to see who I can meet. There's still this post-coronavirus impact that's in my specific industry that we're still fighting. So we're still in some bit of a war.
Yes.
And I'm a frontliner, so I'm willing to, whatever it takes to create this impact, I'm just willing to do it.
Okay. Brother Eric, I thank you for your kind words. I thank you for blessing this space, this podcast. Let's stay connected. The podcast is always open to you to share the good news, man. I want to wish you nothing but continued success, brother.
Thank you so much.
All right. So one more time as to how people can reach out to you.
Sure. You can call me or text me directly, 609-339-7887. They can go to our website, EBFIT. Everybody finds T.enacity, EBFIT.org. Social media, EBFIT Show, SHOW, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You can also send me an email, ebfit@ebfit.org.
Brother E, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Let's talk in text and stay connected, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace now.
All right.
That concludes another episode of The Entrepreneurial Enclave with Kevin Wortham, the podcast that focuses on building, maintaining, pivoting, planning, and investing in you, the entrepreneur. We hope you found this episode informative and enlightening. If you have any questions or comments about any of our episodes, please call 609-731-9311 email kevin@minding-our-business.com. We look forward to joining us for our next one. Until next time.